So many others haven't returned yet. I hope they're alright. Yana! Hear me. Oh, thank goodness. I'm sorry, we weren't able to rescue Eutrope. We found a human in the reception hall, but there was no sign of Eutrope and no time for search for her. The kidnappers removed Eutrope's regulator when they abducted us, and then they took her somewhere safe, somewhere else. They removed her regulator? Oh no, that's what they do to the immortalized. Come on now. Don't lose heart yet. Times like this, you gotta keep on grooving. Some talk, will you? We're talking about their sister. No, he's right. Now isn't the time to be fearing the worst. It's already a blessing that Naomi is safe and sound. Still, I doubt the president will sit idly by in response. I worry that what he might do next. You can rest easy for. You actually have a collaborator inside. Meta. We approached him without expectation, and we were pleasantly surprised when he agreed to help. He's convinced to make it to the president. Doesn't learn of our foray. Furthermore, Metem has an idea of where Eutrope might be. He promised he would see her safely returned. Metem did all that. Perhaps I misjudged him. Can we really trust him, though? I feel uneasy too, to be honest, but right now, we don't have any choice. Alright, I have some good news. While I was locked away in the reception hall, I was able to access a terminal and retrieve some information. It is Tyrant's data. In the upcoming title match, he intends to use the soul of Behemoth. Dear me, that's amazing. Patios will have a much better chance now thanks to you. The Behemoth, eh? I expect the preparation match will be finished soon. Let's head to the Arcadion. It'll be over soon. Eutrope has been freed and you've become the Grand Champion. No one will fight with feral souls again. Those afflicted. Yeah, let's go. Let's become the Grand Champion. As before, we're counting on you. Let's go. Let's become the Grand Champion. Maybe she wants to cheer Patios on. Well, let's bring her along, eh? So... Alright, let's make our way to the Arcadion. Given the huge publicity surrounding the match, there's bound to be some fans along the way. Why not take a moment to talk to them? I expect they'll have some words of encouragement. You can do it, Patios. You can beat a tyrant and become the grand champion. When I grow up, I'm going to become a fighter like you. Then we can form a tag team. Oh, Patios, I can't believe it. Your heavyweight title match is already happening. I have every faith you'll win and usher in a new era for the Arcadian. Now that we are connected to the outside world, our society has begun to change. It's only natural that the Arcadian changes as well. The unstoppable upstart is speaking to me. What an honor this is. Truth be told, I lost someone near to me. The recent attack, but as I was wallowing in grief, I saw you facing your foes entirely unenhanced. It gave me courage to carry on. I'm not the only one either. There are many others like me who are inspired by your unfaltering figure in the ring. And to see you become grand champion would be the greatest inspiration of all. The hearing from the fans really fires you up, eh? But let's go. Let's become grand champion of the Arcadian. Hello, attendant. I would like to become grand champion, please. Can you give me the title of grand champion? We've been awaiting your arrival, Patios. And this is... She wants to cheer Patios on. That's not a problem, is it? Oh, certainly not. If you would please follow me. Here we are, finally. The heavyweight title match. I'm starting to feel nervous. Accepted. Let's do this. reigning Grand Champion of the Arcadion to Tyrant. Prior to becoming a fighter, he was peerless hunter renowned for his mastery of all weaponry. He wields arsenal of arms and freely switches between them. Based on the information Yomi found, he will be using the soul of Behemoth, a fell beast that possesses terrible strength. In addition to powerful attacks, he will unleash devastating whirlwinds and meteors. More than ever, he'll have to take care. Then go out there and win. Claim the title of the Grand Champion of the Arcadion. Grand Champion has come down your crusade to abolish the use of feral souls, well aware that the outcome can clash with the side of Arcadian's future. All the Alexandria crowd watches, with great anticipation, eager to see which unenhanced warrior will usher in a revolution after the tyrant's reign rage on.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne?
First, I shall take your measure. Show me your footwork.
A direct hit, but they're still standing. Another attack evaded with a throw.
How about this?
Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
Behold, the essence of martial mastery.
Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched!
There is much more to come.
Oh, the challenger's holding their own.
It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so.
Oh, it's tyranny time, folks! He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat!
No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior.
I beg your pardon? What is he going to do with all those weapons? Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless indeed!
My reign is absolute. I will not lose.
The tyrant altered his form. He looks even more tyrannical than before.
Know the folly of challenging me unenhanced. Fall!
Oh, he split the ring in half. We're going to need urgent repairs.
Yes!
And now he's thrown the ring. What absurd strength! Ahem, the ring shall presently be restored. Either side could come out on top!
The power of feral souls makes the Arcadian what it is.
And they're back in action! Can they turn the tide? What fighting spirit! What power! Looks like someone isn't holding there. Decided! Before your very eyes, a new grand champion is born! It's all over. Until next time.
That was a big match. That was crazy. We've become the Grand Champion. Barrios has deposed a tyrant to rise up as the new Grand Champion. But what brings the referee out now? I'm pleased to see I was not mistaken about you. That voice, it's the president! None other, though. This is obviously not my true form. I am in my quarters on the uppermost floor. If the deal's a deal, tell us where the drop of life is. It is here, with me. Come, I shall give it to you. You have earned a personal audience. A drop of life? I haven't the faintest idea what this is about. But I'd better take a camera to capture these events. What is that monstrosity? The Lindworm, legendary serpent of Eld, and namesake of my homeland. By infusing myself with its soul, I have come to assume this form. So the president became a Lindworm? The president has become a terrifying creature? Those people, why? They're the immortalized. Utro. Mitam, why is she? You promised you would save her. I'm sure sorry, but it seems he was one step ahead of us. You have served me well, Mitam, but I have long been aware of your duplicity. Arrayed behind me are all the fighters who have been immortalized. With each feral transformation, their souls were ravaged until they ultimately met their demise. A pitiable fate. They shall make a fitting audience for the final act. Here in this fatefully recreated Lindblom Theater. To use the bodies of the departed as decoration, this is pure depravity. People of Alexandria, in my mission to bring you ever more thrilling entertainment, I have given my body and soul. I acquired the power of the mighty Lindworm, and hence sought to create fighters who could offer me fierce contests. Alas, all died prematurely, taken by a soul-consuming affliction. But at last they may know peace. For the one I have long waited has appeared. With the actors thus assembled, the greatest show in Arcadian history may finally begin. in feverish highs, and all sorrow and tedium be swept away. This is unconscionable. How could the President do such a thing, simply for entertainment? Unenhanced warrior, know that you have merely become heavyweight champion. If you wish to be crowned the true Grand Champion, you must now defeat me. I'll defeat you, don't worry. That's the spirit. See to it that you spare no preparation. Nothing short of perfection will suffice for our performance. Okay. Perfection. Shocking truth has been revealed, and the final match has been set. How will this harrowing tale conclude? I think the fighters were dying from the using their firm souls. Just because we wanted trills. The Arcadion was my escape, but if I know the price for it. If this is the way, then our only hope is for the unstoppable upstart to win. Let's try it. Let's cheer her on against the evil president. Huge rope. Not you too, Job. Not you too. Deep down I fear we might be too late. That I steel myself for the worst, but the reality was too much to bear. When I saw how the president had exploited my sister and all those others, I tried to use a feral soul without thinking. I want nothing more but to fight with you, but I know I've only held you back. I'd be a fool to tempt the fate again. In his twisted mind, the president might think this is just a show, but to me this is a reckoning. For Eutrope and all the fallen fighters, bring that monster to justice. Don't worry, I will. Let's put a stop to this. Everything burns. Let's go. Let's burn it all down. Let's burn the whole entire Arcadion down. Let's go. It's time to just burn the Arcadion.
It's the shocking true face of the villainous president, the mighty serpent of yore, the Lindworm!
Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go.
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion. His arm has a life of its own. Is this the power of the mythical it was? His arm is slithering out! Oh, that's disgusting!
Bones are shaking out my skin. I got tingling in my hands.
This song is epic.
Watch out! That is one cruel coil! Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach. They've been struck with venom, but they can weather it. They must! Another attack evaded with a bomb. His arms are snaking round the ring. What's he planning? Oh no! The gore has lashed onto the champion! Don't panic!
I did not know how that works. I just realized what it did. It pushes you back.
Oh, even I felt that. Can't afford to be careless now.
Okay, so that's what the arrows were. Okay.
enough grid. And they're back in action. Can they turn the tide?
What? Why did it go sideways? I went the complete opposite, wrong direction. It's not over. It's not over.
What the? Could the Lindworm's regeneration be out of
Phase
control?
2.
The Lindworm's completely healed. What outrageous regenerative power! Is there no limit to its regenerative capacity? Unbelievable! The champion's done it! The president has been defeated!
tell us where the drop of life is. We won't allow anyone else to die. I think he's dead. That which you seek lies before you. The Aether yielded by Lindworm's heart is the stimulant for the regeneration factor. So we had to destroy the president the whole time to resurrect, to cure everyone else? So we had to destroy the Lindworm, which the president became the Lindworm, to heal everyone. Now, set aside your grief, for Eutrope and the other fighters have not perished. Everyone can still be saved, everyone except the president. Wait, what? Everything has been part of the president's plan to produce the cure to psychonecrosis. When the first fighter was diagnosed with the disease, the president was utterly shaken. He cursed himself for ever introducing the use of aerosols. Determined to find a cure, he turned to treasure that had been passed down through his line. The egg of Lindworm, a creature known for its phenomenal regeneration abilities. After much experimentation, he ultimately extracted the soul of the unborn beast and took it unto himself, and though it transformed into a monstrosity possessed of preternatural regeneration, he sadly could not use his power to heal others. To make matters worse, that power meant he was forever locked into his serpentine form, so it was that he was forced to confine himself to this mausoleum. For a small blessing, his regulator still allowed him control over the Arcadian's devices, and he could remotely operate machinery. That was how he was able to make a contact with me and convey his intent to sacrifice himself and have the cure made from his heart. Alas, the Lindworm was too powerful, even a tyrant proved no match, and the Arcadian remained in operation as the search continued for a warrior capable of defeating him. Those fighters who developed psychonecrosis had to be retired to put in deep sleep, a cold stasis to keep the disease at bay until it could be cured. It was for this reason that Eutrope was kidnapped. The president limited subjecting more souls to the disease, but for want of other solution he could only press on his plan. If that's the truth, then why did you tell us? The president was nothing if not a showman. He dedicated his regrets, his desire for atonement, and indeed his very life, to bring greater thrills to the masses. In so doing, he would promote fiercer competition and give rise to ever stronger fighters, one of whom he hoped would rise up to challenge him. It was to keep the competition running that the disease was kept secret, and though many fighters showed promise, it seemed as though none would ever transcend a tyrant. That is, until you appeared. From the moment he saw you, the president was certain that you would be the one to defeat him. All he needed to do was to spur you on. Then to do so, he cast you as a rebel, who would tear down the Arcadian, and himself as the greatest heel it has ever known. The man could not help but turn everything into a spectacle. It's so absurd one can't help but admire it. So this entire time we've been puppets in the president's play. It's not over. He's still regenerating. We gotta finish him off. Confound it, he's already recovered. I mean, I can take him on at the same time, that's fine. No! Your regulator will help too. We just need to take down the president. Let's do it. Let's finish off the president. We have to make a cure from the worm's heart. It's no good. Everybody listen up. Everybody listen up. It's Horrid Boulder. The question can wait. Right now, I need you all to channel me your Aether. Brute Bomber, let's do this. We need one big blast. I'll have the Brute Bomber explode him. Use it, Patios. Our combined power. Let's do this. Big kick. Kick to the face. We need to finish him now. You fought well, champion. Leave the rest to us. Who's that? The heavy fighters. Of course they were in on it. The president confined us long ago. We've been acting according to his instructions. It was my duty to serve as the Challenger's final test. And to ensure their hands would not be sullied. It was the battle of a lifetime. Even without feral souls, the Arcadian's future is bright. There's the Lindworm's heart, which is the drop of life. So the president became the Lindwormed, and we needed his heart to cure everyone. Hector, I thought you were gone, but you died after becoming that fiend. I thought the same, but when I woke up, I was myself again. Midtem explained everything after that. The president had given me less potent souls for the bout, and then his people restored me back to normal. I've been resting in the Arcadian's infirmary ever since, but when I saw what was happening on the broadcast, nothing could keep me from coming to help. I'm gonna push myself too hard. Forgot I had this little disease. Right. We should move everyone to the infirmary immediately and have the cure created. I shall personally attend to matters here. Every soul will be saved. I give you my word. I watched a broadcast from start to finish. You were absolutely amazing, Patios. Though it's taken some time, you've inspired me to change my view towards souls, like Yana. I'll decide to remove my regulator as well. By the way, some people from the Arcadion dropped by earlier to apologize for the President's deception, and even to help fix up the gym. It's been quite a whirlwind of events, but it seems the worst is over. All that remains is to pray that everyone is cured. A little bit later. Pleased to say the treatment was effective. Everyone has made a full recovery from psychonecrosis. Symptoms are completely gone. I feel like myself again. Thanks to the cure, and of course to you as well, Pedios. Yana told me all. Words do not suffice to show my gratitude, but please accept my thanks. Mine too. I owe you. I owe you one. Before setting off their homes, the heavyweight fighters and those who are in stasis also expressed their heartfelt gratitude to you. And it'll be remiss of me to not do the same. Thank you, Pedios. I, meanwhile, must apologize to everyone. Though it was to conceal the President's plan, the fact remains that I deceived you. I am truly sorry. Here I thought you were the true mastermind. Me, the mastermind? You give me too much credit. I've not the imagination to conceive such an audacious plan. That said, I did work behind the scenes to ensure all that went according to script. In light of this, perhaps I could be considered the mastermind. In the end, everything is as the President hoped, wherever he is. He too would doubtless be overjoyed. He sacrificed himself to save us all. Another debt I can never repay. The President actually had one last wish, that those who still bear love for the Arcadion, even after everything, continue to fight and bring excitement to the fans. He really had us all figured out. It's as if we're still dancing in the palm of his hand. Lest you wonder, I've arranged for souls in a repository to be set free as you desired. Never again shall Pharaoh's souls be wielded in the Arcadion. From now on, matches will only be fought between unenhanced warriors. The upstart's revolution was a success. That means, however, that there are none at the present who could offer you contests. Until our fighters have become strong enough, I'm afraid we won't have any match for you. I was looking forward to defending my title. I think I speak for everyone when I say I'd love to face you unenhanced. I won't stop on training until I'm ready. Now then, there's to be crowning ceremony for the new Grand Champion. Naturally, it can't begin without you, so pray come to the green room at your earliest convenience. Champion Ceremony. Man, the Arcadion raids are so fun. I mean, have you ever watched like wrestling on TV? They do it's like a theatrical play, right? But it's just wrestling. That's kind of what the Arcadion felt like. It's like the WE whatever. That's like those wrestling games, like WrestleMania, WE. Like they all play their character and stuff, and then there's a whole like story to it. Yeah, there was like those wrestling cartoons. I forgot the names, but yeah, wrestling is basically like a TV show in a way, where there's a script and there's characters. Sometimes it changes based on who wins and who loses, because sometimes things don't go according to the script, and that's where they have to like improvise. Because sometimes, like, the person who's supposed to win actually loses, because sometimes fights don't go as planned. But usually they should go as planned. And in a way, wrestling is kind of like a play, like a TV show or a movie. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I used to watch wrestling when I was a kid. And I play those, like, WE wrestling games on the N64 and stuff like that. Yeah, those games were fun. Those wrestling games, those games are amazing. Yeah, Rumble Roses too. Yeah, I played a lot of Rumble Roses. I have Rumble Roses XX on the Xbox 360. That game's fun too. There's not really much of a story though. I mean like actual wrestling on TV, where they do like a whole entire monologue where they talk about their character's story and stuff like that. Yeah, Randy Savage and stuff, yeah. Believer, yeah, wrestling on TV, yeah. It kind of felt like a mix of wrestling with like UFC a little bit. With like monsters and stuff. Yeah, it was crazy. Arcadion raid is crazy. Yeah, the Arcadion is really crazy. It was awesome though. Hello, Yana. The ceremony will be held in the very ring we fought in. It wasn't all that long ago, yet somehow feels like an age. But come, everyone's already out here waiting. Make sure you're dressed for the occasion, because all of Alexandria will be watching. Let's go. Fellow citizens, we are gathered to recognize a new grand champion in the Arcadion, an unstoppable force of nature who torture every obstacle in her way. Please join me in welcoming this radiant star to the stage. The woman who boldly ushered the revolution of the unenhanced yet undefeated queen of the Arcadion. Patios John. Hold it right there. It's a farce. If you're Grand Champion, I refuse to accept it. Horror Boulder? Oh my, the true boot bomber has barged into Patios' ceremony again. Does the man never learn? I demand a rematch. Just you and me, unenhanced. Not so fast. Watching you get tossed aside by patios would hardly be entertaining. I'll be your opponent. Black Cat has leapt into the ring. I dare say this should be an even match. With the President no longer with us, it falls to my humble self to authorize matches. And on this occasion, I am pleased to approve an impromptu exhibition. Let this be the clash to christen the Arcadians' rebirth. She's the claw that gleams revolution's shadow, the rebel that prowls in the dark, Black Cat. He's the man who's been to hell and lived to tell the tale, the incorrigible, reprehensible, brute bomber. They're gonna do wrestling? That's what I thought. I did it. I beat the Brute Bomber. Sorry for spoiling your moment with that charade, but we wanted to kick off the new era of the Arcadian with a bang. Midtime came up with it the last minute script, and I agreed to join it. Retired fighters have been returning as well, eager to fight unenhanced matches. We're all going to do our part to keep the Arcadian exciting. And as you may have already noticed, everyone's decided to remove their regulator. That's because we won't be needing souls anymore, feral or otherwise. Meanwhile, since you have no equal, you've been granted the title of Eternal Champion, and entered into the Hall of Fame. You're already a legend, basically. Now though, you may not be able to fight, but still love to see you, so don't be a stranger, and drop by at the gym, or the green room from time to time. As much as I hate to admit it, we played into the President's hands from the start. It was only because you were the protagonist of the script that we could bring the tale to a happy conclusion. We truly couldn't have done it without you, our enhanced Grand Champion, so please allow me to thank you. We're forever in your debt. Complete. That was epic. Yeah, that was really, really epic. 10 out of 10 raid, for sure. I mean, Pandemonium was also 10 out of 10. Honestly, almost every raid in this game is 10 out of 10. Is there any raid I didn't like? Not really. Not really. Pretty much all the raids are awesome in this game. Actually, I didn't like Alexander that much. Some people like Alexander, but I don't really like Alexander. Alexander is kind of like, every fight just feels the same. Yeah, like, every fight is just mechanical stuff, and it's like mechanical robots the whole entire raid. Yeah, I think Alexander is probably the weakest raid in the game, but it's really, really good too. To be fair, every raid is good. Stormblood, yeah, Stormblood is really good too. Yeah, the Stormblood raids are really good as well. There's no bad raid. All the raids are top notch. Even the first ones with the Coils of Bahamut. I mean, Coils of Bahamut has a couple ones that are bad, like in the early ones, like on the tier 1 and tier 2. The third wing of Coils of Bahamut though is 10 out of 10. Yeah, Coils of Bahamut is just iconic. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to stop it here for tonight. It's getting late. I think you can see the time up here on the corner. It's 3:36 a.m. So it's time to go to sleep. Good night and sweet dreams. May forever dream about the Arcadion Grand Champion.